Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. What up, Goofy? What up, Jonathan?
Yo, what up, Goofy? What up, Jonathan? Welcome
Rapping
to the
here. We need to
GLP.
wake up you two, man. Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Appreciate you
or
guys coming
wherever you
through.
at. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whatever the case.
The fuck?
Shoot, about to make a song like that.
Oh,
I have
man.
a hook for it. Shit, why not?
What I was gonna do? There you go. That'll fucking work. That'll fucking work.
Hey, so how's everybody's Friday going? Welcome, welcome. Is Friday the start of the weekend, or is that just Saturday? It's Saturday. Well, screw it. We're starting off the weekend. What's up?
Technically, it's Saturday, but you know what sucks is
So,
I start my weekends on Tuesday.
all right.
Because like
So wait, hold
I
up.
go back to work on Saturday.
So isn't Sunday the beginning of the week?
Technically, yeah.
Because doesn't it go Sunday,
Which is
Monday,
weird
Tuesday?
because like I've always looked at it as like Sunday is like the last day of the week, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right? I don't know. It's like
yeah.
that's how I've always viewed it.
All right, man. Hey, yo, Ghost, if you don't mind me saying, I know a lot of people aren't into like battle rap, but I just want to say rest in peace, Paste, the one of the best Canadian battle rappers that ever lived, man. That's one of the things that took me out, bro. I cried when I found out the news. He passed away on Sunday, the Sunday that passed, and it broke my heart,
Rest in
bro.
peace,
I
man, for
still can't
sure.
believe he's gone. I hope he's rapping in peace with the rest of the legends. And for those that are in the UK, I know they lost the Queen. And yo, it's been kind of crazy, bro. People are like passing away and stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, it happens all the time, but I think it's when it happens back to back to back like that. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like
Yeah,
in the limelight when it comes to like celebrities or people that are more well known or
yeah.
than like the public eye. You know what I mean? Yeah.
R.I.P.
Especially
Facts.
people that like can hold a special place in your heart, whether you know through their art or
I cried, bro. That's
whatever.
all I'm gonna
You know
say.
what I mean?
I cried. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man.
All right, man. I want to
Well,
start a
Mad, what's going
topic,
on,
even
bro?
though we're kind of late on it. I feel like we late on it, but I wanted to ask you, Ghost,
We're gonna be
how
late
do you
on a couple things, but like there's a couple that I wanted to bring up too. But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I just want to say, how do you feel about YouTuber boxer, the YouTube boxing and stuff? And if you ever did you see KSI whoop two boxers' asses at one event?
No,
No. All right. Well, I
no.
saw it because I saw the highlights. If anybody's familiar with KSI, this fool was shredded, and this fool had two boxing matches in one event. Whooped both of their asses, bro.
I mean, hey, if that's the career path that they want to take, then you know what I mean. I think it's I don't know. When you're taking two, okay, so when you're taking two YouTubers that don't fight, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, or like one probably does fight and the other one probably doesn't, you know what I mean, and then
Yeah.
you're setting them up for, and it's all pretty much just for views, and I guarantee you like 8 out of 10 of those are probably set up. You know
Like
what I mean?
fixed.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
the last one seemed fixed because this fool KSI, he was like fighting a tall, skinny ass fool that looked like he could use a sandwich, maybe two. KSI is a beast. Yo, you saw it, Jonathan? Like I was tripping out on it, bro. I'm like, put it like this, bro. This fool knocked I think it was Mexican, right? He knocked him down like a couple times to the point where it seemed like he was complaining, and you just see KSI just start doing push-ups, like he starts doing the clapping push-ups, bro. Like, like yo, I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
I've seen
really
like a
like.
few of like the Logan Paul fights and shit like that, but yeah.
How do you feel about Logan Paul fighting an actual boxer this time instead of just washed
I
up
think that's
MMA
good.
fighters?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what they should be doing. Like if they're actually going to go into that profession, I think they should actually go into that profession. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to be
Yeah,
boxing, like why not? But then again, he's actually proven himself that he can go against those types of people. You know,
because they're young, bro. They're still
so you got to
young.
give him
So
credit for that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So like one of the topics that I kind of wanted to bring up. Sorry, I didn't want to like
No, no, I'm good. That was it. That was it for me.
break off of this too much, but like So, what do you think about the Saints Row reboot?
All
Have you
right,
played the
so
first ones? Like, did you play
I've
one,
played
two,
the very
three?
first one. I've played the very first one. Salutes to my brother Jabs. He actually he
Okay.
gave me his Xbox 360 like a while back when I didn't have a console and I was like working to get this PS4. And I played the first Saints Row. I feel like playing it later on, it was cool, but it was one of those games to where I know I would have enjoyed it the first time it came around.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was fun. It was fun, bro. I actually had fun with it. This new Saints Row, I don't know, bro. It doesn't like salutes to Philly that I seen that fool completed the game. I think other people completed it. It doesn't call my attention, bro.
It really doesn't catch mine either, and it's um there's a lot of problems that I see with it just from the reviews and watching people play it. Like I've watched Philly play it a lot and stuff, and I don't know, man. Like the fact you can't even hold up stores. You know that
What? You can't even what?
you can't even hold up a store. So like in GTA or any of the older Saints Rows, how you could walk into a store, like you could walk into a gun shop, and if you point a gun at the
Yeah, yeah,
dude,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in this one, you can't do that. Like if you point a gun at them and if you shoot them, they just stand there and they're like, "Knock it off" or some shit like that. Like,
I don't know about it, bro. I feel like it was probably rushed because of all right, because I know I think I've shared with you some
okay,
Australian food to where I watch all his reviews. Bro,
so
this fool had nothing but bad things to say about it,
okay, so
bro.
like the first one, like the very first game, you could tell that they were trying to kind of compete with GTA because it was right around the time of like Vice City, um, San Andreas, and they
Yeah,
were both kind of playing off that like gang aspect. You know what I mean? And they both kind of
yeah,
had this like a mechanic in their game where you could take over like certain territories and spots and stuff like that.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
they were
yeah.
both kind of the same. Well, when Saints Row 2 came out, it was still kind of like that, but I think they were a little bit more self-aware that they were never going to be as good as GTA. So they decided to take a little bit more of like the comedy route with it. You know what I mean? Like it was still
Yeah.
it was still kind of serious, but they were laying in the comedy a bit more thick. You know what I mean? And by the time the third game came around, they were fighting aliens with fucking 10-foot long dildos and
One of the
shit.
gang
Like,
leaders
you
become
know
he
what I
becomes
mean?
a president, bro. Like I found that funny. You know how
Yeah.
I see it, bro? I see it like how you know how when Bruce Lee was around, rest in peace, he was doing these crazy ass kung fu movies.
Yeah.
There was a time, bro, when Jackie Chan wanted to be the next Bruce Lee, but then he realized ain't nobody ever gonna be the next Bruce Lee, so let me do my own thing. And what's Jackie Chan known for? His comedy kung fu movies.
Yeah,
So
facts.
he became his only Jackie Chan. He's the only Jackie Chan. You feel me? So that's how I see the Saints Row like story to it because it's like yeah, I was told that Saints Row was kind of like trying to take itself serious, and then all of a sudden it just got whacked out, bro. Like
But you know what's kind of funny though is like even up to the third game, I thought that the third game was actually really good. Um, the fourth game, not so much. But the thing with the fourth game is why I can even still let it pass is because like the major humor was still there from the first few,
yeah,
and yes, it was so out there, but at the same time, it's kind of like at least they didn't stray too far away from like what made Saints Row, and I still kind of had fun with it. I definitely didn't think it was as good as the first three, to be honest, but the humor was still there. You know what I
all
mean? And it
right,
still made Saints Row. And with this one, it's just like they stripped the humor completely away. They toned down the violence, and I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel like the same game. Like why? Okay, so my personal thought with like the whole thing is like why if you're gonna make such drastic changes, why not just make a new game
exactly.
instead of just trying to piggyback off of the Saints Row IP? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you just?
Bro, all these games coming out just seem like cash grabs at this
And
moment,
that
bro.
well, that was kind of one other thing that I kind of wanted to say too is like, why is it that nowadays it seems like original ideas are like very rare? You know what I mean?
I missed those days of when it was an original, like I guess IP idea, everything original, because like I don't know, bro. Like I don't know, bro. Anything I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say. The Saints Row game, like when it was first in the talks, like oh they're gonna drop another Saints Row game. I was gonna get it, bro. I was gonna get it because I kind of wanted to like see what's up with it, but then.
You
I've
saw
you know
everything on it,
I
like I
saw
did,
everything,
right?
bro, because like I've learned my lesson, bro. I've learned my lesson on
Yo,
purchasing
Phoenix, what's good,
games
man? Yo, doggy,
before.
how you
Yo,
guys
Queen
doing? Appreciate you
Doggy,
coming through.
Phoenix. But it's like, yeah, I've learned my lesson, bro. I'm never ever gonna buy a game without checking the ratings, the reviews, because it's like you never know, bro. Like I feel like games back then when they were physical copies and you were still gambling the
Well,
purchase,
I mean,
you
especially
still got what
nowadays,
you
like
wanted.
I feel like since it really got bad. You know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like that's when games really went downhill. Like ever since that happened, like everything we've gotten since then has been pretty lackluster to say the least, or kind of like pieced
Boo boo.
together, or like it's just not ready yet. Like it could have used another, 6 months to a year with the devs working on it before they released whatever they released to us. And it kind of feels that way consistently with almost every game that we get now. You know?
You know what I feel like, bro? I feel like because all these games are digital now, I feel like even though a game is rush, the mentality of the developer is like, we have a deadline, we have to release it, and don't worry, if there's any bug or whatever, we'll just patch it up. We'll just patch it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I hate that, bro. I like really dislike that because a game should be chef's kiss at first launch, bro. They
Yeah.
shouldn't have to be like, nah, we good. If there's anything we need to work on, we'll patch it up or we'll make it with a DLC or like. I miss them old days, man.
I think the
You could,
majority of it has to do with like the publishers, though. You know what I mean? It's not even the people that are making the game; it's the people that are selling the game.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the people that are actually making the product, I guarantee you are actually probably more passionate about it. And then it's morely like the upper people that are just like, hey, you need to get this thing out now. You know what I mean? We have
Like the pressure.
yeah, we have these deadlines we need to make and investors we need to make happy and so on and so forth. So
How
yeah,
about this? Now, because you asked me about Saints Row,
couldn't be
since we
holding. Yeah,
just had
facts, Jonathan.
since we just had another game released not too long ago, how do we feel about this Last of Us? The Last of Us. This what is it a remake or no,
Yeah, that
it's a
was gonna be one of the
remaster,
next
right?
things that I wanted to talk about too. I kind of figured it was all just gonna kind of roll into each other.
The
Um,
Wait, let me get my water.
yeah, man.
All right, got my water. So, how we feeling about that game, man? Cause I've played. Look, bro. Cause y'all know I'm PS4 gang until I get my PS5. I still have this. You
All
feel
right,
me?
Phoenix, you take
And it
care,
says
brother.
remastered, and this is a physical copy. So the fact that they're
Yeah, yeah.
remastering a remaster just so it could look cute on the PlayStation 5, these new consoles, it's like, how do we feel about that?
That's kind of how I feel about it too. So like the funny thing is that The Last of Us, the first one is, like, it's funny because I could say this for quite a few games and I'll probably have more than five, but I would probably put The Last of Us in my top five games of all time. If I
Classic.
really had to like, if I had to like narrow it down, The Last of Us would probably be in my top five. My problem with it is like, do you really need to remaster the same game 3 times?
It's been 3 times. I thought it was twice. It was 3 times,
Okay,
bro.
so okay, well no, so technically it's been twice, but the game's been released 3 times now. Like the same game
Come
has
on,
been
man.
released 3 times now. I mean, yes, technically the fifth one is, or I said the fifth one. I meant the PlayStation 5 one. It is different. It is enhanced. when you're going through like the areas and stuff, they're not the same. Like I guess the game technically is different, but the story does go beat for beat. You know what I mean? So it's like if you've played it before, then you're pretty much just playing it
I
again.
like it. I haven't
It's not
completed it.
like
I
you'd be
played it
playing a new
twice. I
game.
like
Like,
it.
well, that's kind of the thing too. Is like I've played it twice too. I've probably played it more than twice, to be perfectly honest. Um, do I feel like it's worth the $70? I mean, that would depend on like,
70?
yeah,
Why?
that's like the big topic in like the what everybody's
70?
been
Oh
bitching
hell no,
about.
they smoking crack, bro. Seven.
Like
It's not even the default 60. It's 70. They added 10 extra bucks to it.
even for me, well, most games are coming out at 70 now. That's just kind of the base price for next gen games. All games
What?
actually, yeah.
That hurts my soul, bro.
Unfortunately, it's just kind of the way that things are going. It's like the did you know the price of the PS5 actually raised by $50? Not in the US, but in like almost every other country throughout the world.
Boo! Bro,
And
the
that's not like
PS5
it
been
like
out for
that's
a
just
minute.
that's straight up Sony just raising the price by $50.
Sony are they greedy, bro. I love Sony and all, but it's like, come on,
I don't know,
bro.
man. Sony's kind of right now. I think they're kind of fucking up, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's not looking too good for Sony right now. Like, did you hear that? Like, so they actually came out and they're they're pretty much like begging Microsoft to not buy Activision
Why does Sony care?
because well, why? Because they think that losing COD on their platform is going to
Oh.
shift a majority of their
And there's that thing
players
where
over
it's
to
Sony and
Xbox,
Microsoft, right?
and
Right.
I'm sorry to say, but it will, and Sony knows
Oh,
that. Like a big okay, so like a big majority of their player base plays COD, and they know it. Like
yeah.
probably like 80 or 90% of the people that play on their system play COD. So it's like, yeah, they may play like their exclusives and stuff like that, but they also know that like COD is one of their main games. So like once they're done playing their exclusives, they go back and play COD, but they play COD every single day. It's one of the main, you know, system sellers on their platform, and it has been for quite a few while. You got to remember, Sony has held exclusivity over COD for like 5 or 6 years now, if not more.
So you think Microsoft would be petty and be like, huh, so since we own
Well,
COD, we
no,
gonna make
so
this
like no,
exclusive.
okay, so they actually even came out and said that they won't do that, at least for like I think they said like 6 years or something. And even past then, they're still not going to. Like they even have reassured Sony and everybody else, like we're not going to remove COD from the PlayStation platform, but there's reasons behind them, and that's because Call of Duty is a money printing. You know what I mean? And
Facts.
they wouldn't take all of that revenue from the PlayStation Store in microtransactions from just Warzone alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just would not be smart for them, especially when they got live service games like Warzone and stuff that they're going to want to keep free for everyone on all platforms. And you could kind of trust them just because of like what they did with games like Minecraft. Minecraft is owned by them and it's still on PlayStation. It's been owned by Microsoft for years
And it's still a popular game.
and it's still on PlayStation. You know what I mean? So they'll
Yeah.
probably do the same thing with COD. They'll probably keep COD on but my thing is what happens, 6 years or something from now when Microsoft does have 1000% control and they decide to come out with like a side game or like something like what if they pulled some random hair out of their fucking ass and was just like, here's Call of Duty Halo something. You know what I mean? Like who the fuck knows? Like here's Call of Duty Halo Spartan Assault or some shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I bet you that the fucking community would eat that shit up, and that would be a system seller. You know what I mean? Like that would get people to go over to Xbox
I see that. I
big
see
time.
that. Hermano Jedi. Boom, boom, boom. Microsoft
What's going
did
on,
buy
Jedi? What's going on,
Bethesda,
Greedo?
though. Oh, really? I didn't know Microsoft bought Bethesda.
Yeah, man.
Microsoft out here just trying to kill they out here trying to buy everything and everyone, bro. And
So they're
yo,
gonna be
so
having the new Elder Scrolls and Fallout, and
let me guess, all remasters.
well, I mean, I wouldn't actually mind seeing like a Fallout 3 if like they made Fallout 3 and if it was redone, like it was actually redone. I would love that.
Yo, speaking about remasters, before I forget, you know what game I want to give a big shout out and salutes to that I think was remastered? And I've seen reviews on it. It looks beautiful. It looks like chef's kiss on the polish, bro. Is that Destroy All Humans Reprobed?
Oh, that does look good. Yeah,
That bro, the graphics on that look beautiful, bro.
that
And like I said, the dude
actually
that
does
I
look really
check
good.
out, pause, who I be like watching other reviews. They did a review on this, and they said that this is probably the best remaster in 2022 with the Destroy All Humans Repro. And it makes me want to get it, bro.
What if they
Makes
take
me
away
want to get
Warzone
that.
from? Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's what we were just talking about. I really don't think that they will. Which they've already came out and said that they won't. So it just wouldn't be smart for them with like a
They'll lose
live
money.
service game with like Warzone to take it off of PlayStation, especially since Warzone and COD is already so popular on that platform. They would lose
Facts.
so much money in the transactions and stuff like that. Now, can Microsoft maybe give exclusive perks and things like that for playing on Xbox and being on Microsoft? Yeah, now they have the right to do stuff like that. Kind of like how Sony does now. How we're going to be able to play the beta for Modern Warfare 2 um, 2 days early. Well, now that Xbox owns it, or now that Microsoft, now they can do stuff like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they can be like, hey, if you're on Xbox, then you can play the beta for 2 days early or a week early or whatever the fuck that they decide to
Yo,
do.
I bet you one of the exclusive things that Microsoft would probably do with the Call of Duty game is, yo, if you're on Microsoft, like on PC or on Xbox, you could get the Halo Master Chief skin.
Dude, I honestly think that they would be dumb if they didn't do some sort of like a Halo crossover with Warzone at some point,
I think it'd be cool, man.
or
I
COD.
don't mind it. I think it'd be cool.
Like, yo, if Microsoft owns all of the studios that work on COD, like we have three main studios that put out a main game every year. Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't they just take one of them or like I've been kind of hearing like why wouldn't they just take one of the studios that make COD and have them make a fucking Halo game?
That'd be fire.
Like I
I
think
think
that
that'd be
would be
dope.
fucking awesome
That'd
because
be fire.
Halo over the last like I don't even know however long, but the last like what Halo 4, Halo 5, and Infinite, from what I've heard, I haven't really played it, are all garbage.
Yo, what game came out first? Was it Modern Warfare or Halo? Is that a good question?
Halo,
Halo was first?
Halo definitely first. Yeah, oh yeah.
What?
Halo was like the first. That was like the name behind it too. Combat Evolved, because it was like it was the first of its genre to like really,
All
you know what I mean?
futuristic and shit.
It
Yeah.
launched with the Xbox.
So is that why what do you call it? There's a Modern Warfare Infinite, right? Was that what it's called? Where it's all futuristic?
Hmm?
Where they try the Call of Duty game to where like it's all futuristic, you're like
Well, there's
fucking
three of them,
floating.
so
Were they inspired or trying to like compete with Halo for doing that? I guess that kind of genre.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they could have been. I don't personally think so. I think it was just like during that time period. I think they needed to do something new, try something new. You know,
Hmm.
I think COD. I think during that time was finally getting to a point where it really was getting kind of stale, and they needed to really shake it up and just kind of bring the community something else. As much as it was kind of frowned upon, especially since we got it for 3 years in a row, I think it was a good thing just because they did need to try something else. Because it was getting very repeated of the same thing every single year type shit.
All right.
Like, and that was like the big thing back then. Like, that's what everybody bitched about COD, at least back then, was that yearly, every single year, it's the same thing. Oh, it's just a copy and paste of last year. Oh, it's just a copy and paste of last year. You know what I mean? That's what everybody used to always bitch about.
But was that really the case though?
I mean, kind of in some cases, yes. But when you when you actually look at the big picture, and like if I was to say, is Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 the same game? Hell no, they are night and day.
All right.
You know what I
All right.
mean? But then again, when you're putting up games that released like really close to each other, then yeah, they're a little bit more similar.
All right. All right. Now, still talking about this remaster topic, bro. I heard that I've never played this game, but I heard that there's another remaster that I don't know if it's gonna drop this year. But how do we feel about Dead Space getting a remaster?
Oh, bro, I can't wait for that.
Now, with Dead Space getting remastered,
So that's a reboot too. It's not just a, you know
oh,
what
a
I mean?
reboot.
It's not just gonna look prettier. It's like a being built from the ground up. It's like a new game. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, what I'm gonna ask is, does it should it even be a thing when we're gonna get the Calypso proto? What is it? It's called Calypso Protocol, right?
Hmm.
Isn't it kind of the same thing that's inspired by Dead Space?
I think they were definitely inspired by it, but it's not gonna be like the same thing, or at least I don't think so. I don't know. But
JD,
it kind
what
of
up,
seems to me
bro?
like they're coming out with a lot of those like Dead Space inspired games, which I'm kind of all for. Like I like those horror third person shooter over the shoulder. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't know.
I hope Calypso comes out to be good, man. The thing that
Calypso
trips
looks
me
really
out,
good.
Calypso looks crazy, bro. But what trips me out is that I don't know if have I read it or I heard that it's a part of the PUBG
How you doing, Jack?
universe.
What's that? Oh, it's
That
part of the PUBG
Calypso,
universe.
yeah, and it's
Yeah, I
that's
don't
kind of
know,
odd
man.
to me.
I
It's
don't
kind of
know. I
odd.
don't know. I haven't heard that. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Look it up, bro. I'm hearing
I
that,
think I
yeah,
heard it from you
Calypso,
once before, and I was like,
yeah,
"What?"
it's part of the fucking
I
PUBG
don't know,
universe,
man.
bro.
Because PUBG's like, it better not be like, I don't know. Because PUBG's all clunky and shit. Like, I really don't like the way that that game plays.
But they've been adding love to it, bro. I think
I've tried
it's
playing it
slightly
so
different
many
now.
times, and it just,
I think it's like Fortnite in a way where like with certain guns you're able to aim, but you get go like it's a first person ADS or whatever.
yeah, they've actually had that for a while.
Oh, they've had it for a while. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought that was new.
no.
I thought that was new. All right, how about you did a reaction to this game, but you don't play these kind of games. I don't
What?
know if you know where I'm going with this.
Oh, the Killer
It,
Clown. Yeah,
yes, like
yeah.
let's talk about the film first. How do you feel? How do you like? You watched the film, obviously,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
When you watched it, bro, how did you feel about it?
I loved it back in the day. I mean, I
Oh, classic, right?
still love it now, but yeah, for sure, man. It's fucking awesome. That's why when I seen it was actually becoming a game, I was like, fuck yeah, I'll definitely react to this. Fuck yeah.
But would you get the game?
Yeah.
All right.
It
You said
seems
it now.
I
I'm gonna
hope
get your.
I
I'm gonna
hope
play with your ass, bro.
I hope that it's a little bit different than like your regular DVD Friday 4v escape style, which I've heard from some people that it is kind of like that, but it's a little bit different. Like you're gonna be trying to defeat the clowns and stuff like that, which I think is gonna be kind of cool.
You know what I heard, bro? That all right, it's gonna because I think it's being developed by the people that worked on Friday the 13th. So it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have proxy chat. But the thing is, if you play as clown, because I think it's like three versus I don't know. I think it's like multiple killers versus multiple survivors
Multiple
or whatever.
survivors, yeah.
I heard that when let's say we're playing as clown, right?
Hmm.
Let's say that we're communicating with each other in proxy chat, right? Obviously we're gonna know, like we're gonna hear each other communicate, but through the survivor's perspective, they're just gonna hear the killer clown grunts. Like they're not gonna understand what we're communicating. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
That'd be
So
sick,
like
bro. I've never heard or seen that done before, and if they're able to pull that off, that's gonna be crazy, bro.
that makes sense though, because like why would you want to be able to hear? You know what I mean? What the enemy is saying.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of like whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they
yeah,
grunt, you know. So
yeah.
that's gonna be hard, bro. That's gonna be fire.
That makes sense though. Or what about so like for 2023? I don't know. I honestly think it's going to be a great year for gaming. Just
Why do you
with
say that?
everything that I've been seeing that is going to be coming out for next year, I think next year is going to be awesome. I think it's finally going to be like a breakout year from all this just steady deadness that we've had, I think, since, you know, the vid.
Would you say that? Excuse me. Would you say that 2023 is gonna have a better gaming year than 2022?
Yes. Oh my God. Well, I think 2022 was awful. I think 2022 was hit by like delay after delay after delay, pushback, which, you know what I mean, is kind of again one of those falters into like why I think that 2023 is going to be so awesome is because we are seeing a lot of these games that were pushed back from 2022 into 2023, plus a lot of the games that were already supposed to release in 2023 either should be still coming out in 2023 or they might get delayed too, but you know what I mean.
So does any all right, everybody in the chat, salute, salute, thank you for being here. Happy Friday. What would you guys say is game of the year for 2022 if we have a game that's up to that par? Do we have a game of the year for 2022 or
Elden
has
Ring.
it been that dull? Elden Ring?
Elden Ring, hands
Wow,
down,
okay.
and I guarantee you it'll probably be, yeah.
Elden Ring. That's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. And you've completed it, right? How long did it
I
take you?
did.
Like how many days?
119 hours
That's a lot of hours, bro.
was my
I know
completion time when I finished it. Yeah.
I know it was you. Salutes to Razors, Razor's Edge. Yeah, you guys are the only ones I know that have completed it. You know, that's in the community and stuff. And damn, bro, that's a lot of hours, bro. But all right, I bet you still have like more stuff you can do in the
Well, the,
game, right? It's not like
I
fully
mean,
fully
yes,
completed,
but
right?
like, um, for me, I kind of got bored because I kind of got to a point where I was just going around doing the bosses that I hadn't done. You know what I mean? Like the side quest bosses and stuff like that.
Damn,
And
bro.
I kind of got to a point where I was just like, what am I really doing this for? Because I'm like, once I'm done with these, like, there's no other quests that I can go do or anything
So
else.
you just
So I
you
just
you've
kind of
completed like the
just kind
main
of,
missions
I
and
just
main
kind of
bosses,
stopped.
right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right, that's what's up, bro.
There is a few bosses around the map that I didn't get to, but for the majority of the part, yeah.
All right, now check this out. Check this out. You're saying Elden Ring might be game of the year, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, what would you
We,
say?
me, I'm not saying nothing yet because I believe we still have a big game that's dropping this year. And like I'm saying,
All
correct
right.
me if I'm wrong. Don't we have the new God of War Ragnarok dropping this year?
Yeah, that is dropping this year.
Ooh, so I mean that's what I'm
I
not. I
think
mean
okay, so I think that is a possible
potential.
contender. Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, for sure. Yo, BMF, what's going on, bro? Yeah, no, I think that's probably the only other contender, to be perfectly honest.
But we just gotta wait and see, huh?
Like, I mean, I would like to say like Modern Warfare 2, but nah, it's not. Just because like CODs are never in the like the game
Game
of
of
the
the
year
year.
talk because they come out yearly and they're so, you know what I mean, like
Yeah,
I don't want to say like mass produced, but they are. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They're so like mass produced that it's just I don't know. I feel like there's more time that go into games like God of War, Elden Ring. You know what I mean? There's more time, there's more care, there's more passion, and there's probably um not that there's more people that play it, but like I don't really know what's the word that I'm trying to fucking look for. But yeah, I think those
Dude,
games
so
definitely have more of a potential for a game of the year.
I can't wait for God of War. Even though I still haven't completed the first one because I still get my ass whooped by the Valkyries and stuff. But I was liking what I was playing, bro.
Like, what's your view on like the Souls games?
Um, I've never played a. Actually, all right. I guess the closest thing I came to playing a Souls game was Mortal Shell,
Okay.
and I was actually having fun with it, bro. It's different. I never quite got into a Souls game. I've never played a Souls game, but they look challenging as hell, bro. I don't know how the hell y'all do it, but
Elden
I
Ring
was
would be the
told
best one for you to get into, to be perfectly
that's what. Yeah, I
honest.
think it was you that told me. You and someone else told me that. Yeah, Elden Ring would be definitely
Because it's
be
like,
something that I could get into.
if you can't beat something, you can just go the other way and do something else.
Unlike what
Where,
Souls?
yeah, because in the other games, they're linear to a point where they kind of like force you to do things. You know, like
Yeah.
you'll have a certain path that you can go down, and maybe there's a few different ways that you can go, but like there'll be a certain door or a pathway that you can get through, but it'll be blocked off because you either need to do something first, or you need to find the certain hidden path to get around to get to the other side of that door. You know what I mean? Certain shit like that.
Uh,
So
yeah.
those are kind of how Souls games are, where Elden Ring is different. It's more because of the open world, it makes it so you can just kind of go do whatever the fuck you want. If you can't beat
Gotcha.
something, go off, go do something else. Go gather
Because
some souls,
while
go
you're doing
level
something
yourself up,
else,
go get
yeah,
another
I was gonna say
weapon,
that.
go, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Jack Daniel says 2003 was, I believe, the only year COD has won a Game of the Year. What COD was that?
Oh, so they did actually win a game of the year. I see that. I honestly did not know that.
Yo, Jack, if you know what COD it was, let us know. I
Wait,
never like would
you'll have to
think
fill me
that
in on that, bro.
I would never think multiplayer games would win Game of the Year, bro. Because I always thought that it'd be like single player with story modes and shit,
I
you know?
mean, for some of the games, like I wouldn't be surprised if like maybe Modern Warfare 2019, but I forgot what games came out in that year. So like,
Yeah.
depending on what it was going up against, probably not. But like the campaign in that was really good, like really good. You know what I mean? Like kind of like a movie type of quality.
Let's go. I'm with it. You see, I would like to get more into like the story modes of the Call of Duties. Now, which one has the best story ever? Or which one would you say has the best story ever in COD? Because I think I heard that what like this Vanguard fell
That's
flat.
tough, man. Oh yeah, Vanguard's definitely meh. I didn't. Yeah, I think I got about like halfway through the campaign in Vanguard, and I was like, no, I'm honestly
You're
good
like
on this. Yeah.
like I'm good. I know that Cold War was okay. Like it wasn't too bad.
Cold War was actually all right.
Yeah.
My favorites out of all the campaigns. That's kind of hard, man. I would either probably choose Modern Warfare 2, either Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2.
Hmm. Let's go.
Just because I played those a lot when I was growing up. You know what I mean? Especially because I didn't have internet most of the time, so I ended up just playing a lot of campaign
I
or
gotcha.
zombies.
Yeah.
You know.
I I wish I got into multiplayer online back then, bro, but
See, that was
I
the thing
slept
is
on it,
like
man.
when I was growing up, most time we were too fucking poor. Or we didn't have good enough internet to fucking. You know what I mean? Like we would have internet, but the shit, yeah,
All
dial-up
right.
days, bro.
Yo, what up, unknown? Thank you for
Oh
being here.
man,
Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite. It was the
yo,
first
unknown,
Call of
what's going
Duty,
on,
which
bro?
was literally oh, that was it. It was it was literally just titled Call of Duty. Yo, whatever happened to Medal of
Oh
Honor,
shit.
bro? That's a game I used to fuck with, bro, on the PSP.
I think that Medal of Honor and like I think them I don't know who that was originally made by, but I think they kind of bowed out just because of like Call of
They couldn't
Duty
compete. Yeah, they couldn't compete.
and Battlefield and yeah, exactly. And even with Battlefield, I don't know, man. They're kind of at a point right now that's
So there was
It's not
so much
looking good.
hype,
It's
bro.
not looking good for Battlefield, bro.
There was so much hype to
Like
the what was it, the 20, what was the year the game was called, the 21
2042.
2042,
Yeah,
bro. That
I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. Cause like, oh
might as well
man,
just sell the IP to Call of Duty, bro. Give everything to Call of Duty, man. Just give it to them.
I I don't know what the fuck that they're gonna do. Cause with their next game, like once they announce it and release, do you think that a lot of people are still gonna fucking eat that up and they're still gonna buy it?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Even after how bad that 2042 was, like, dude, that shit was terrible.
It was terrible, but guess what? Some foods have hope, bro. And I think because of that hope, like the sales aren't gonna be like what they should be, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people that are very hopeful and
See
be like,
now,
no,
like,
this was gonna be better. I know it.
okay,
It's gonna
so
be better.
okay, so
Just like how all of you guys are hoping for this new Modern
all right, all right,
Warfare.
all right. So you could say the same thing with like COD. So you could go like Vanguard fucking sucked. So why would they buy the next COD? But with the argument there is you could be like, well, Vanguard was made by Sledgehammer, and Sledgehammer just kind of is, you know, they're not they're known for not making the greatest of CODs. Let's just say that. And Infinity Ward's games are usually pretty praised by the community overall. You know what I
Right.
mean? Unless it's Call of Duty Ghosts or Infinite Warfare that we're talking about.
All right.
You know? But besides that, usually their releases are pretty solid and like the campaigns, even for Infinite Warfare, that was probably like I mean, okay, to actually be honest, that's one of my favorites. What?
Check this out. Obi-Wan Nobody asked in the chat.
Yo,
Thank you
what
for
up,
being
bro?
here. They just said we don't play it for the games. We play it for nostalgia. So is nostalgia
Yeah.
a big factor to people buying these games that even though the
Yes.
game prior
Oh
to it
yeah.
was trash.
Oh yeah. Big facts, bro. Big facts.
So it's like that nostalgia, bro. When it kicks in, you can't even help it, bro. Like you're just like, take me, I'm yours.
I
And
think that, like, personally, I think that Modern Warfare 2 will sell, like, half of the people that'll buy it are going to be buying it off of the nostalgia from the name alone.
I bet you that's a big half too. You give me,
You know what I mean? I'm just being
yeah.
perfectly honest. Like, names and stuff sell, like, especially Activision's got to know, like, especially those two, like, Modern Warfare 2, and if they ever come out with a Black Ops 2,
Mm.
or you know what I mean, if that's probably what's going to come next. I bet you that Treyarch's next game is probably not even going to be like Black Ops 6 or whatever the fuck that people think it's probably going to be called, or Black Ops 5 should be, unless they're considering Cold War to be Black Ops 5, but I don't think so. um I bet you that Treyarch's next game is just going to be called Black Ops,
That's funny.
and
Hundred
they
percent
just
of
reboot the series.
just reboot the series. I mean, everything's getting rebooted, so
Well, I mean, like, um bring it up to more of like modern how they're doing things now, because I
like
think from
polishing.
yeah, because from what I've been hearing is that everything that's being made now, both both of the studios are using the same engine, which they've never done before, so that's going to be kind of interesting.
Wait, what engine is it being worked on?
The same engine that Infinity Ward uses. Treyarch used to always use their own engine, and now they're going to be using theirs. So everybody's going to be on the same engine, which is why I bet you is going to be easier for them to like later on down the line. Like once we get one or two games into the generation that they're working on now, they'll actually be able to like cross things over and be able to do things like that more simultaneously than they do now. Because it's been a pain in the ass for them to like mix things from Cold War and Warzone and Vanguard and Modern Warfare and mix it all together in Warzone, and everything has to be like, you know, simultaneous, and you're leveling up through each one of the games, and I don't know, the systems are all fucking broken right now. I hope that when they get these games coming in, they kind of get those systems more figured out and actually working properly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so on the list you sent me on IG, bro, you wrote original game ideas. What would you consider
Well, like that's what I
that?
was saying. That's kind of like what I was saying earlier. Like, why is it nowadays? I feel like nothing is original anymore. Like we do get them, but they're very fucking rare. You know what I mean? Like everything has to be a remaster or a reboot or a spin-off or a, you know what I mean?
What
And it
what
it
game
kind of
what
feels
game
like,
that dropped this year? Hold
but
on, like what game that dropped this year would you say was original though?
is that I can't even I can't even really fucking think of any off the fucking top of my head. I
Would you
fucking
say
can't.
Stray?
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, Stray would be a good one because it's a new IP. It's not from anything, and also, the gameplay and everything like that is brand new. I've never played anything that's like that. I
Oh,
mean,
I actually
yes,
want to play it.
technically it is just a platformer puzzle game if you really want to like break it down, but I've never played a game like in that style. You know what I mean? Like the way you traverse the map and you actually act like a cat and just the way that you move and have to solve the puzzles and stuff. It's unique. It's inventive. It's you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That was actually a really good one, rap.
Yeah. Because yeah, like me trying to think of original when you wrote that, I was like, yo, I don't think like bro, like Blood Hunt, I think it's called, or the one that Philly
It's
plays where you're a
based off a movie.
vampire. It's like, bro, like it
That
looks
was
cool, but it's not really
Blood Hunt
original, you
of
know?
the Masquerade is a movie or series or a book or some shit. I don't know. It's like a big franchise, so it's not original. It's based off of it's based off of an actual franchise. Yo, Latin 50, what's going on, brother?
Que lo que? All right. Oh, good one. Obi-Wan says, what about Ghostwire? Seems pretty
Ghostwire does
interesting.
look kind of cool. You want to know kind of the interesting thing about that game,
What?
which it kind of makes me sad at the same time, but it's like I guess they had to do what they had to do. That game was originally, when it was being made, it was supposed to be the Evil Within 3.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
It was apparently so different and so, like, straight off of the path that they were going for that series. You know what I mean? Because it was, like, first person and ghosts and magic and colors and all this stuff. Apparently, they said it was just so like straight off from the IP. You know what I mean? It was just
Yeah.
different that they just decided to make it something else, to make it its
Yo,
own
imagine though. Now, all right,
game.
check this out though. If they would have put the Evil Within skin on it, like if it would have been the Evil Within, do you think the people would have accepted it? You think people would have liked it, or was it a good idea to just change it?
I think it was definitely a good idea to change it because I think if they would have went with it and just went, okay, here's the Evil Within 3. Now it's first person. It's not first person, and there's all this magic and other shit now. You know what I mean? I don't know. I
Yeah,
think people would have
yeah.
been a little bit like, what?
They would have freaked, bro. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. What is this? I mean, yeah, there is magic and kind of stuff, I guess. But it all kind of like makes sense and it's a little bit more dark and creepy and you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Ghostwire just feels a little bit more I want to say like supernatural, but it's more than that. Like
I mean, the Evil Within was supernatural, but I
yeah,
mean,
that's 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 why I
it
want
has
to
its
say
own
it's like more
style.
than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's more colorful. It's more I don't know. it,
Yeah.
it, it feels like it's more based in magic and stuff like that where like the evil within is just more fucking brutal. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I got you, bro. All right, so what other topics you trying to get into, bro? You trying to get into the music topics now?
Yeah, man, for sure, go
All right,
ahead.
so you wrote music and social topics. Making music nowadays doesn't
so
require a record deal.
so that's kind of one of the things that I wanted to, yeah, like, so I remember when I was growing up, like everybody who was grinding in like the music scene, they were always waiting for like that one, you know what I mean, for somebody to catch their eye to sign them to a deal or to something like that. You know what I mean, so they could get their first break. and to break out into like the scene, to be able to put out records or whatever. You know what I mean? Which that still
Yeah.
happens today. Like that's probably never going to go away. But I feel like over half of the artists that are out now, if not a big majority of them that are out now, like they do it on their own. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because your everything is at your fingertips. You know what I mean? You have
Yeah.
iTunes, you have Spotify, you have YouTube, you have, you know, your TikToks and stuff like that, which I'll just get into that, which is kind of like a thing. Shorts and your TikToks. One thing I've noticed is like these producers and like the beat makers, they'll do these skits and stuff, and they go viral. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a great fucking way, and like a very catchy way. Like when people use shorts, like a lot of those sounds and stuff get stuck in people's heads, big time.
True.
Especially if you get one that's like actually will kind of like pop off. Like I bet you that'll boost your numbers a lot in either your iTunes or your Spotify, um,
No, it's facts. I've seen a lot
things
of
like that.
reels on
You know?
IG and TikTok to where if you have like a very catchy track, bro, if it's so it could catch fire to the point where you can see a compilation on YouTube of people just doing their own different dances to that track of yours. And it's like that's what catches people's attention. They'll be like, "Yo, what track is that?" They'll either obviously they'll look into it, but then again, you'll have that chance to where they'll do their own little dance to it and they'll go viral off of your track.
Yeah. And
I
that's the
think
thing
that's
too is
crazy, bro.
it's not hard to monetize on a lot of these platforms. Like on YouTube, it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and you can monetize anything as long as it's your original content. You can monetize it. So if that shit blows up, if it's your own music, your own tracks, you're getting
Yeah.
paid for every view that you get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I'm not 100% sure how like iTunes and Spotify works, but I know you get a cut of that shit, especially with like monthly streams and shit.
And subscribers maybe.
Well, through like Spotify, I think you get paid through like viewerships and shit though, right? I'm
I'm
pretty
I'm not too sure.
Like I'm pretty sure you get paid through like the viewership, through like how many views you get per month.
Hmm.
I'll have to look into that, but I'm pretty
That's
sure.
wild, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just kind of feel like there's so many different ways for people to actually break out into the scene now. Like it doesn't require nowadays. You don't need to get lucky. You know what I mean? I feel like you just need to use the resources that are given to you,
That's true. I agree with that.
or even like I kind of think like back in the day, you really had to go out and either search
Bro,
for these people
I'm
or
from
grind
the
your ass
time,
off with
bro. I'm from the
shows
time
or
where you had to pass out CDs and stuff.
yeah,
Like, oh, hey, check out.
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like you got to do shows, you got to be passing out CDs, you got to be fucking
Yeah.
like every little thing that you can do, sending mixtapes to labels, fucking every little thing,
And
and
it wasn't as easy. It wasn't as easy as
no,
today where you can just
no,
go to Twitter, tag your favorite artist, be like, yo, check it out, and just hope for the best. But even if you don't reach that certain artist you want to reach, other people will either check out your thread and then if they like your shit, bro, if that gets like if
yeah,
it
yeah,
goes virals
exactly.
with the shares and the likes, it's gonna catch someone's eye. You feel me?
I feel music
Obi-Wan
today is
says,
just very
yeah.
repetitive. I understand that there's the best way to get your song stuck in your head, but I feel it's quite a long people for it's quite boring for people to repeat themselves. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because it's
exactly,
not
man.
about the bars anymore, bro. It's about having a catchy hook. You could literally be like, and then if you have a crazy ass hook, that's it. You did it, bro. Ain't nobody listening for your bars. They just listening for the hook and the beat, man.
But I kind of
I'm
feel
telling
like
you.
okay, oh, all right, but I kind of feel like it's always been that way. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Nah, bro.
I
Nah.
do though. I do
Not
though.
all, not always, bro. Come on, like back
Bro,
when
okay,
Tupac was popping, people
you
were
know it's
listening to
fuck, dude.
Tupac.
No way that we are on the same fucking wavelength. Because I was literally just gonna say, think of almost any Tupac song that you can think of has a catchy hook.
But Tupac
I,
also
I
has
was
badass
literally,
rhymes.
yes, okay, yes, he does, but almost every single Tupac song Especially every like popular one has a catchy hook.
All right, what about Biggie?
What?
What about
No,
Biggie?
okay, you're right.
I'm sure Big they know more
Most
of
of
Biggie's
Biggie's tracks
rhymes.
don't, but he's also only got like one album, so let's just put that out there.
He does not have one album. He has two,
Okay, he has two. Okay, he has
I
one.
think.
No, he actually only has one. The other one was released after he died. I'm pretty positive.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
I
sure the
wouldn't know.
second one was released after he died. And I don't think it was complete. Like I don't think it was actually supposed to be released.
Yo, Daddy Swirls. Yo, she
Yo,
said
Danny, what's
I
going
had
on, bro?
someone put their mixtape with my McDonald's meal once. Hustle was their.
What the fuck?
That's something I would do, bro. If I used to work at Carl's
Oh
Jr., man. That
man.
was my first job. If I was hustling music, I would have done that, bro. Take 50 CDs with me, and if I know you're a music lover, I'd be like, yo, enjoy. And
He'd
I
be in
wink
the
at them or
drive-through,
something.
Rappy in the fucking drive-through.
You want some fries with that?
Yeah.
Just what's up, man? I would have done
Sliding
the
the CD into
same.
the bag, like making sure they see it, winking.
But it's like I respected the hustle back then,
Oh
cause
man.
bro, lately everybody thinks they can rap, and I'm saying it like that. Rap, not everybody can rap, man. Not everybody can rap, but everybody thinks they can rap, bro. I'm hearing, you know why everybody thinks they can rap? Because they rely on auto tune, bro. And it's like, yo, thanks a lot, T Pain. Not now, people that were singing
Oh man.
were capitalizing on that, but now it's just regular rappers trying to capitalize on autotune, and it's just like, I'm sorry, but when I see an ad
Why
right
do
for
I feel like
music when
he's
I'm
like the
watching
only
YouTube,
one that's like allowed to use autotune though? Like
it's
because
like,
when most other people use it, they just get fucking clowned on. Like yes, he still gets clowned on, but it's just like he's like that's just him. Like you know what I mean? I kind of feel like he originated the autotune sound. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So it's just like when I hear that sound, I almost automatically just think it's him. Like nine
that's
times out of
funny,
10.
bro.
You know what I mean? Like it's facts
Yeah,
though, because it just it makes you sound like that. You know?
nah, bro. Like with me, when I'm watching YouTube and I get hit with an ad that's like a music video, like the beat will
Yeah,
catch
yeah,
my
yeah.
attention. I'm like, yeah. Once they open their mouth, bro, and I hear autotune, skip. Like,
Oh yeah, that's
God, bro,
terrible.
skip,
That's terrible.
skip. Why? Like,
I have
and
heard some fire tracks though on like the YouTube ads. There has been like
yeah,
once or twice when I'll be sitting there, especially at like work, because I'll like I'll just put like
yeah,
some YouTube on and I'll have like my playlist going or some shit, and like an ad will
yeah.
come on, and I don't want to walk into the office and go like change my phone or whatever. So I'll just be out there and like I'll be listening. I'm like, shit, all right, that's kind of fire, okay, you know. But yeah,
But at least it isn't mumble rap. I feel like mumble rap kind of died or has been dying a little
it
bit.
it definitely died.
It died? All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I haven't heard nobody mumble rapping. If anything, drill music is still
Because like
crazy,
even
bro.
most of the people that did like mumble rap, like I don't even think they even do like mumble rap anymore. If that
Mm.
really makes sense, you know what I mean? Because like I've heard some of these people's new music or like newer music, and they're not really mumbling, at least not anymore.
Or they're in
At
jail
least
now.
okay, so not like they used to, you know what I mean? So it's like now you
Yeah.
can actually like understand their fucking sentences, kind of thing.
They learn to enunciate and
Which is
pronounce words,
okay,
bro.
which is fucking bad considering I listen to like some of the fastest rappers in the world and shit like
Yeah.
that. And like when I'm sitting here saying I can't understand what the fuck you're saying, and it's not because you're rapping too fucking fast or anything. It's literally because it's too slow and fucking stupid. Like
Yo, hold on, yo. Talking about music, bro. I want to know, did you hear the DJ Khaled God did? Have you heard that track?
no, I don't think so.
No? Oh
I
man,
don't think
you gotta
so.
check it out.
I
I
have to
think
peep
it's
it.
yeah, I think it starts off with DJ Khaled doing his "We the best."
When does he
Something,
not
some.
do that shit?
I think like obviously he's not rapping, he's talking, but he goes like, "When no one believed me, God did." But besides that, bro, I think it's Rick Ross in the first verse. I think it's I want to say Lil Wayne in the second, and I think it's Jay Z's long ass 48 bars, and but there's two people singing the hook, bro. Hey, if you get a chance to check it out, bro, I think Lil Wayne killed it. Rick Ross did cool. Jay
All
Z's
right,
verse
all
was
right.
dope too, but it's just bro, like I don't know. I think he went a little too long for my taste, especially when he had like some dry areas, some dry spots. But it's actually a
Yo,
pretty
pause.
good song, bro.
But yeah.
Oh, pause. Yeah. But nah, like it was actually pretty good, bro. Like the hook, I like the hook, bro. I like the hook. All right, now please tell me you've heard the Black Slim Shady by Game.
Well, okay, you know what's funny is like I heard that the game put out a diss track towards Eminem, and I didn't even listen to it because like
I didn't want to because just the title was kind of corny. Like, bro,
I've never liked Game. Okay, can I
Game was
just can I
fire. Wait,
no bro
what?
no
Game was
bro like
fire,
I'm
bro.
sorry bro, I've never liked Game. I've never
When he
liked
was
Game.
beefing with G Unit, you never heard his 3,000 bars and running or something like
I'm
that.
pretty
300
sure I
bars.
probably have, to be perfectly. I've heard quite
That
a bit
was
of his shit.
fire, bro.
Like, okay, I'm not saying he doesn't have some okay stuff because he definitely does, but like, I don't know. I've never been a
This
Game fan.
is how we do.
I've just never been a Game fan for some reason.
I used to fuck with Game, bro. Like I thought it was dope. But look, all right, so
Okay, so what did you think of the diss? Was it corny?
it was kind of corny due to the fact, and look, what he
Because
was saying was kind of dope.
because
What
from
he
what
was
I
saying was kind
heard,
of dope.
from
Go for it.
from what I heard from most people, like everybody said it was just fucking whack and it was fucking corny, and that's honestly is the reason why I didn't even listen to it. Is because like when I first saw it that day, like when he dropped it and everybody was fucking talking about it, like I saw it on Twitter and shit, and like every single thing that I saw was just like, why did this guy even fucking do this? Like, you
I
know
think
what I
I know
mean? And
why.
I'm just
I
like,
think I know why. And the reason for that is because not too long ago, prior to this, weird ass diss, he was bigging up Eminem, bro. He was going like, "Nah, I'm afraid of that white boy." Da da da. Nah, that fool, he's a lyrical machine. Like he was giving so much praise to Eminem that now for him releasing his diss is kind of like attention seeking, And a lot of people say it was corny because he approached the this is like a 10-minute diss track, bro. And like the first half of the diss track, he approached it with quote unquote Eminem Slim Shady style. You understand? And I think that's what made a lot of people just like, nah, it's just corny because if he would have just like rapped the way he raps and spat his bars, I think that would have been cool. But because of the fact that he was somewhat trying to imitate Slim Shady style, that kind of just like made people just smack their face
not like that hasn't been done
uh,
before too.
like you get me. So I
Kind
think
of
that
funny
was
that we're talking
trash.
about reboots and copies and shit. Like that's already been fucking done before. Fucking that's literally what ICP did in the 90s, bro, as their Eminem diss. They fucking acted like they were talking
Yo,
like him and shit and did the whole yeah.
yeah,
That shit's already
yo,
been
that's
done
funny.
before.
You said this one did a reboot. He remastered or something. Nah, but that's what I didn't like. But some of the like he all right. I think in halfway of the song or kind of like towards the ending, there's this he puts a skit, bro. There's like a skit to where an Uber driver right is picking him up,
Okay.
and then he's all like, "Hey yo," like the person that's like doing the skit. He's like, "Oh hey yo, hey I know you man," and then Game's like, "Oh yeah, word, all right, yo, what's your name?" And that fool goes, "Oh, my name is Matt." Now, if you remember Eminem's Stan,
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that remember that Stan had a little brother named Matthew.
Okay.
All right, so in this skit, the Uber driver is fucking Stan's little brother, and then I forgot how the rest goes, but pretty much Game either kills or takes Matthew hostage, and then now he's writing a letter to Eminem saying like it's just weird, bro.
What
But
the fuck?
yeah, bro, you have to check it out, bro. Just for the
I'll have
memes,
to
bro.
watch it. I'll have to
Just for
watch
the
it.
memes, bro. But I thought, yeah, me and Kami, we checked that out. And we were like, it's cool. But I just found it weird that he was trying to imitate the Slim Shady style,
I kind
and then
of
he put
feel
that.
I kind of feel like everybody rides the Eminem diss wave. You know what I mean? Like everybody has to throw in the Eminem diss at one point or another just to fucking get that little bit of extra fucking clout or whatever. You know what I mean? I honestly, okay, so that's one other thing why I didn't watch it either, is because like I kind of feel like Game is just trying to be the next MGK Eminem beef, and
MGK did such a great job, bro.
you know what I mean. And
You
it's
know how
like,
you know that MGK did such a great job? You want to know how you know?
cause
Because Eminem responded.
that's, it's what, yeah, that's what I was actually just gonna say too, is that
Because Eminem responded.
you want to
Now,
know why the MGK one actually hit his fucking heart, or not like why, but how you know that it actually did. You know what I mean? Actually, fuck with him some, is because
why?
he actually took the time to respond. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
with
that's a fact.
with everybody else. You know what I mean? He didn't. He hasn't taken the time of the day. There's only been a few people that Eminem actually took the time of the day to come back and respond to, and that's because their disses actually fucking affected him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They actually hurt him. They actually fucking, which, that's ICP and yeah,
Ja
and
Rule.
Ja Rule, MGK,
And those are
um,
like the only ones that he's responded to, bro.
yeah, and
Like
it's
he
because those ones
Oh, and
are
Benzino.
like, yeah,
Benzino.
yeah, yep, yep. And it's because
Um,
all of those ones are all from like his hometown and from his home scene, and you, you kind of know what I mean, like,
I got you, bro.
so that's
The
all.
I think what I find corny too with the game disc is that he mentions Haley. So
Yeah.
you could tell, like you can hear that he was definitely trying to catch Eminem's attention, but it's gonna hurt Game even more if Eminem does not even acknowledge it.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sure he's checked that out, but if he without a response, bro, it's nasty, bro. Are these podcasts gonna be a weekly thing? You
Yes,
got it,
sir.
Obi. You got it, brother. Now we're talking about the game disc and me mentioning Pat Stay, one of the best Canadian battle rappers to ever do it. Rest in peace, rap in peace. Because you haven't heard the game disc, I'm assuming you haven't heard Pat Stay diss the game,
No.
bro. I'm telling you. All right, now check this out. I'm gonna give you some backstory. When Game dissed Eminem, Pat Stay jumped in, tweeted it, put it on IG. Even TMZ covered it. He called out the game and said, "Yo, you want to battle a white boy or whatever? I'm your man. I'm the dude. What's up?
They
I'm
only
in
said
battle rap."
it took 4 minutes to get to the diss.
Naomi, how you doing, Queen? Thank
Oh
you for
man.
being here. But she not lying, bro.
Yeah,
She's not
yeah,
lying. Like that's a 10-minute diss song from the game, and it's like most of it was him just trying to like impersonate and mimics this, the Slim Shady
yeah,
style.
yeah,
But I have to tell you, this goes. I'm gonna shoot them to you. I'm gonna shoot you the game diss and then the Pat Stay dissing
yeah,
game.
for sure.
But the backstory is that Pat Stay said, "Yo, I'm in battle rap. I'm one of the craziest to do it. You over here trying to battle a white boy or whatever. You hit the jackpot basically." And I think the game was on No Jumper, right? He was on No Jumper. It's like a no footage or whatever,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
interview. And the game goes, "Oh, I'm not the type to block anybody. If anything, that's me losing a follower. I don't block nobody." Blocks Pat Stay, bro.
The
And bro,
fuck? What the
TMZ
fuck?
caught wind of this, bro. They reported on it, bro. They put it on blast, and I'm gonna shoot you the link to Pat Stay dissing game, bro. This was a put it like this, bro. Pat Stay from Canada jumped on a West Coast style beat with the stand hook. My tea's gone cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Chef's Kiss, beautiful. I think it was the best. It was one of the best diss songs, just like because it's called the warm up. So it sounded like Pat Stay had some more. He had some more in the clip, bro. He had some more in the clip. Unfortunately, I believe like 2 or 3 days later he passed away.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
bro, this was gonna be fire, bro. But the fact that the game blocked Pat Stay, I feel like he was ducking. It was a threat. The game, he didn't want no smoke, bro. No
Games,
smoke
but that's
whatsoever.
okay. But that's kind of been the thing with the game though too. Is that I kind of feel like the game ducks everybody. Literally, literally, he ducks everybody, bro. And that's kind of the thing. Like, you can't, if if you're gonna be in the rap scene, I kind of feel like you can't be that. I can't say it, bro. Okay, so you can't hide from that many people. You kind of get what I'm saying. You can't seem
Especially
like
if your
you're that.
followers are high, if you have a
You
lot
can't
of
seem like
followers,
you're
bro.
that. You can't seem like you're that big of a fucking pussy. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Mi reina Bibi, how
okay,
you
so
doing,
did you see the
beautiful?
thing where he was hiding from Stitches, and then Whack 100 went out there and fucking knocked Stitches in the face?
Yeah, I remember. I
Okay,
remember that.
but that's the thing. Why didn't Game just go out there and fucking take care of Stitches by himself? Like, I get it. Like, okay,
In
Stitches doesn't
Miami,
actually look like a fucking small dude. He looks like he's got muscles and, like,
he was brolic, bro.
he's
That fool
pretty
was
big.
brolic.
He's
He was
pretty
brolic.
big. You know what
Hell
I
yeah.
mean? So I can kind of get it. You know what I mean? But the Game don't look small either. You know what I
Facts.
mean? So, like,
Facts.
come on, bro. And you're supposed to be like a tough guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Compton,
why,
Black Wall
why,
Street.
why? You know? I don't know. I don't know. So then when he comes out with something,
Sports.
so when he comes out with something like a diss track or something, what makes me want to take it too seriously?
Like I said, attention seeking, bro. That's what he wants.
That's
He's
just
not
all it is
relevant,
with
or
me.
he's not as
Yo,
relevant
Parks, what's
no more.
going on, brother?
The
Yo,
game is way too big to be scary.
BB Truth, what's
Facts.
going on, girl?
Facts.
Appreciate you.
So, yeah, man. I just like, all right, from a scale from 1 through 10, I'll give the game dissing Eminem, I'll give it like a 4.5. It's not too bad, but it's like you know.
Yeah,
Now Pat Stay dissing the game, I'll give that a 9, maybe a 8.5, just because it it was a warm up. I know he could have said some crazier shit, but the shit that Pat Stay said, bro, was just like he
crazy.
brought bars. He had like some personals in there, like the whole how he got creative with the stand hook on a West Coast beat.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
music video's fire too. So, and the game didn't even have a music video, which I'm glad because that's damn 10 minutes, fool.
yeah. That
10
would have been
minutes.
crazy. Hey, but at least he
Nah,
would have been putting in effort, man. I mean, shit.
there you go, there you go, man. But I mean, who here still listens to music that's like from now? You feel me?
What do you mean?
Who like what I mean is anybody really listening to new artists, or do people just end up listening to old
I
stuff?
fuck with
Because
new artists
honest,
sometimes, but like I think that it's very like the way that I find music now is honestly way different than when I was younger. I feel like when I was younger, I was way more into what was going on right then. You know what I mean? Like, I was into way more artists that were popping right then. And then now I'm kind of like I'm very picky about like what I'm listening to, especially with like newer stuff cuz I kind of like I don't know. Like, I'll find things and I'll be like, "Oh, this song's really good," and then I'll check out some more of their shit. And then I'll kind of listen
yeah.
to the same thing for a few months and then I'll eventually switch to something else, but yeah.
Don't mean to interrupt, brother,
Yo,
but yo, we just
BB.
got.
I
Don't
see
know. We
that. Thank
appreciate you,
you.
Queen
Let's
BB.
go. Much love,
Muchas
girl.
gracias,
Thank you. Thank
ma.
you.
Long time, but I'm still a fan. We love you over here at the podcast. Thank you, Naomi's, for coming through.
Oh, it's got the
Hey,
same music
Naomi's is
on
dope, man.
replay, but it's
She
getting
a
old.
real
Yeah.
one.
See, that kind of happens to me too. My YouTube honestly knows like what I listen to for the majority.
That recommendation be crazy, huh?
Like sometimes they actually throw in some stuff that I've never fucking heard of, and I'm like, I'll find a new artist that way, you know,
That's like
or
similar to the style you like, right?
yeah, yeah. Or
Fire.
there's actually been a time or two, like we were talking about earlier, I've actually found new artists through things like TikTok. Like seriously, I've actually found a few people, just scrolling through stuff, and I'm like, whoa, this actually sounds fire. You know what I mean? And then I go check out their YouTube channel or whatever else, and yeah,
And let me guess, it's always her TikTok that's more popping than her YouTube channel.
yeah.
That's
Usually,
crazy, bro. Why? Why is that?
it kind of just depends though. Like, there's a rapper that I found, and one of his songs went viral, and it went viral over on like the TikTok side, right? And a lot of people are like stitching it and doing their own videos with his song, right? And his song over on YouTube, like just that particular one, has like millions of fucking views.
Damn.
because it blew up on TikTok. You know what I mean? And he only has like 100K on his YouTube, but you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that all, like literally all of that probably just came from him having that one track blow up on TikTok, which brought all those people over to YouTube because they were looking for that song. Because they hear that song over on the TikTok or on like YouTube Shorts or wherever they're hearing it from, and then they're gonna be like, you know what I mean? They're gonna go look up
Yeah.
that song on YouTube or whatever, and yeah.
All right, and then Naomi says YouTube always adds Drake to my playlist, even though I never listen to him. I feel like the platform pushes artists. I agree with that. Baby saying she's liking this. We
Hell yeah,
appreciate
let's
you,
go.
bro. She said, Naomi said, I just seen this TikToker say he got 30 million views and he only got
Like
three
they're
hundred
yeah,
dollars.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, monetizing with pretty much like ad revenue on TikTok is terrible, bro. You don't get paid nothing. So like
Damn.
the way that most TikTokers rely on
30 million is a lot of views, bro. It
revenue
should have
and
been like at
payment
least
through
a
their TikTok.
thousand.
So like okay, so once you hit 10,000 followers, you can monetize your videos in different ways. So like
Yeah,
there's like a present option. So like you know how like on YouTube there's like the super thanks, how you can
yeah,
leave like a dollar
yeah,
or $5 or whatever, and then like a a comment.
yeah.
You can do the same thing over there. So like you know what I mean? You can leave a
Yeah.
comment and you can leave like a $5 tip or a $2 tip or whatever, and that's how a lot of TikTokers rely on you know on like their
Okay.
money is through like gifts and stuff like that, and also through their lives. You know what I mean? Because they can get their donations through live streams and stuff like that as well.
Yo, but is it against TOS to go live on TikTok and on like other platforms
Not
such as
anymore.
YouTube and Twitch? Not
Not anymore.
anymore,
Nope.
but it was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's not
That's
actually.
weird.
I don't think it was TikTok that was doing it. I think it was actually more the other platforms.
That weren't allowing the multi-stream on TikTok and shit.
Yeah, like Twitch. Like Twitch was one of the ones that had a big problem with it.
Yeah, Twitch does not allow you streaming on Twitch and YouTube, right? Because they just I guess it's competition or whatever.
Now you can though. I don't think
You
you can with YouTube, but you can with TikTok.
okay? All right. TikTok algorithm is way different than YouTube. I
So
could
like
see.
you can stream on Twitch and TikTok at the same time now.
That's crazy,
Like I know
bro.
that for sure.
That's crazy. All right, so I actually wanted to bring up another topic. I did a reaction video to this,
Which I might try to
and
do my first TikTok live here pretty soon. Sorry,
yo,
bro.
hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Now you good, you good. Like going before we jump onto this other topic, going to that. How the hell does one stream on TikTok and other platforms, bro? Like how?
On
Because I
TikTok,
mean,
you need a
you
thousand
know the
followers to go
ratio
live.
on, but I'm talking about like the ratio of it is like
You
I
do
find
it
it.
in
I
OBS. You go
okay.
live from your PC. There's a website. Fuck. I I'm drawing a blank right now.
I feel like,
I
bro,
keep
if
wanting to
you're
say Hulu, but it's not Hulu because I know Hulu's fucking. But it's very close to that. I'm trying to think of the fucking name.
I feel like you
Lula.
miss
Lula.
content though.
Lula.
Hula. Is Hula?
Lula.
Lula. All right.
Yes. And what Lula does is you can so you connect your OBS to Lula, and Lula streams to other platforms, and it doesn't just do TikTok, it can actually do a bunch of platforms at once. It can do TikTok, it can do YouTube, it can do Facebook, it can do, which actually I
IG?
think they just shut down Facebook, but yeah, that so what you do is you connect your OBS to your Lula, and then you set up the OBS just like the aspect with like the ratio and stuff. I think it's 9:16,
Yeah.
and you just set that in like the OBS, and then you can set up everything how you want. You can put your webcam at the top. You can do like your gameplay in the middle, um, and also if you do it like that, it doesn't have to be stretched out. You know what I mean? How like most of them have them all like stretched out so you can barely see anything.
Yeah.
You can actually like zoom down your gameplay if you're doing it through OBS too, so you don't
That's
look
crazy.
like.
Yo, what up, Debt Flex? Yo, I
Yo,
always
what's
found
going
that
on,
kind of
Flex?
weird, bro, because it's like I mean, I respect that you're able to stream video like gaming on TikTok, but I feel like you'll be missing a lot of content from it because of the ratio. So it's like,
No,
is that the
you
reason?
can you
Oh,
can
but
scrunch it
it
down.
all right, but it'd be like the square in the middle while it's
It
blacked out on top and the
I'll
bottom,
actually
right?
show you. I actually have a I have like a template. You know what I mean? That you lay
Yeah.
in, and then you can just lay your stuff over it. But once you get good enough, you don't even really have to put the template in. But yeah.
Hermano Jedi with the dono. What up?
Yo,
Think about it.
Jedi didn't have to, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother.
Appreciate you, hermano.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yo, for those that don't really know, man, we doing this every Friday. We trying to talk about all the topics in the world, from gaming, music, movies, shows, whatever's controversial, whatever's not. Y'all know the deal, man. We also here to
And
talk to the chat. Y'all let us know too what y'all want to talk about. We here for it, peoples.
next week, as you guys can tell, it is just me and Rap running it by ourselves this week. We were supposed to have a guest. Philly Boy was supposed to be joining us, but he will be here next week. He came down with a little bit of a sickness, and he's starting to feel better, though. So,
Motherfucker was hungover. I'm putting him on blast. He's hungover. Nah, I'm playing. I don't know. But if he's sick, man, get
we're
well,
going to
brother.
run
You
through
know we
some
love
things.
you.
We're going to have him here for this next week for sure.
Wagwan, road boy. Get off of me.
Appreciate the 10 in the
Nah.
chat. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Hope everybody's enjoying the Green Light podcast. Let's see.
What time y'all on Fridays? Like 10,
Yeah, I
10:30
appreciate you, Roughneck. Yeah,
PST.
I'm thinking anytime between 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning is when I'm just kind of, if it's any time between that hour, I just don't want to, I don't want to pinpoint it too terribly much, but as long as we can get done before 1 o'clock, I'm pretty much fine with that.
Yes, sir. And then Deflex dropping the wash your hands. And I'm going to say wash your ass. Now, yo, for those that don't know, I did a reaction to actually two of these movies. And I just want to get everybody's opinion on it. How we feeling about this Halloween movie? Halloween Ends, even though I fucking don't think it's going to end. I just think
I
the
didn't
name is
watch the
clickbait.
trailer for it, at least not this one.
It's not too spectacular, but Jamie Lee Curtis looks like she still got it. She over here getting down and squabbing with Mike while Mike's trying to just fucking chop off her hand or some shit.
But I'm all for it.
Like,
I mean, especially since she's still in it, and like this is supposed to be like the ending one, right?
yeah, Halloween Ends.
Like, yeah, this is supposed to like end the series or whatever. So
But check this out, man. This is what I don't like about movies, and I think this is considered continuity. This is the first time I use a big ass word like that. Check this out. Jamie Lee Curtis died. She
What?
died in one of the. Look, correct me if I'm wrong, but
Wait, what?
I think Jamie Lee Curtis died in the movie where it's Busta Rhymes and fucking the supermodel chick that used to do America's Top Models. The she has a big forehead. The black chick. I forgot her name. Anybody? Everybody? Everybody know what's?
No, I don't
No,
know.
yeah, but bro, it's
It's funny. He
Buster.
goes with a big ass forehead.
She's known for having a big forehead. But but check this out. Look,
Oh no.
in the intro of this movie, Jamie Lee Curtis. You know, spoilers for those that didn't see it. Jamie Lee Curtis is in a asylum, and
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
Michael Tyra Banks. Thank you, hermano
Mhm.
came through. Tyra Banks. She's still fine though. I don't care what anybody said. Big forehead and not. Ooh, but but yeah. I think it's called the Halloween Resurrection or something. I could be wrong, but I know Tyra Banks is in it, Busta Rhymes is in it, and I think in the intro of that movie, Jamie Lee Curtis, she's in an asylum, and they're like drugging her. They're giving her pills or whatever,
Yeah,
but it turns
yeah.
out that she's just putting the pills on her under her tongue, and she's pretty much hiding the pills in a stuffed bear or something, a stuffed animal. And then from right there, she's basically fighting Michael or whatever. She's like, I think she like set up a trap or whatever to where she has Michael Myers upside down or something, right? And Jamie Lee Curtis, dumbass, because she's curious and needs to know that this time it's him, gets close to try to take the mask off. We all know what happens. Michael's, gotcha, bitch, you know? And he actually ends up like kind of like doing a reversal, grabs her wrist and makes her stab herself in the back. And then from right there, Jamie Lee Curtis, she's like, "Ugh," gives him the kiss of death, and then he takes out the knife, and then we see her fall, bro. We're seeing her fall into like some trees or some shit. She was supposed to die, bro. Like, who the hell's gonna survive that? All of a sudden,
You never
bro,
know. What if
she's.
she fell in like a pile of leaves?
Oh my god. My god.
I'm just saying.
But I'm telling you, so like ever since that, bro, and then the fact that she came back to the series, bro, I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. But I'm sure that the people that are that created, directed, produced, or whatever the movie, they're just like, nah, we need Jamie Lee
Yeah,
Curtis
yeah.
back. We need her back. They probably just made up some bullshit story to her. Nah,
They
she's
can't.
good, man. She's
Okay, they
good.
can't. They probably thought the same thing most people did. Like they can't just finish it like that.
Jedi says
Her
it was
fucking
all a
story.
dream.
Her fucking story can't end like that, man. Come on. After
It's
after
good.
everything she went through, she really just gonna fucking go out like that?
I think she was gonna quit the series. That's why they just killed her character off like that. And she probably just said, fuck it, I'm bored. I could use the money. Let's go.
I mean,
Let's
that.
go. We
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
that too. I mean, wouldn't you want to like see the series out though? I mean, fuck it. She's probably getting towards that age too, where she's like, I'm probably not gonna do very many more films. You know what I mean? I might as well see
Yeah.
this one out, this fucking series. You know,
I love her for it, bro. I
like
do
I
love
might
her
as well
for it.
finally kill Michael. You know what I mean, or some shit. You know,
That shit's
like I
funny,
don't know.
bro.
Do
That's
you
just
think?
funny.
Okay, do you think she's actually gonna officially like kill Michael in this one?
No, no, no.
No.
And if she does, I bet you it's gonna be one of those. So it's a sacrifice. She's gonna die with him.
That's kind of
I,
what
I,
I was thinking too.
that's my prediction.
I think they're both gonna die at the end. Like she's either gonna like fall in a fucking pit with him or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like some
Now,
dramatic fucking. I don't know. They're gonna end up in a factory or some shit, and they're gonna fucking fall in a big fucking pit. I don't know.
all right, now I didn't want to skip this question. Naomi's dreams. She asked us since we're talking about movies.
Yeah, yeah.
She says, "What do we think about all these Pinocchio movies coming out?" The only one I know is
Pinocchio
the
movies.
yeah. There's a Pinocchio movie coming out. It's like with real people. It's not like a animated. I mean, there's CGI obviously for Pinocchio and stuff,
Yeah,
but there's a
yeah.
Pinocchio movie coming
Huh.
out. I
Like
actually think it's cool because they did the same with Lion King. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do the same with like Little Mermaid. Like all these Disney movies, right? That were cartoons and animated. They're gonna make them real life, or I don't know what they're called, real life movies, right?
yeah.
So it's like actual. So I think that's dope. But then again, it's going back to these damn video games, bro. They're being
So
rebooted.
okay, here's a good one. What do you think about the Winnie the Pooh
That was my next question.
horror
Dragons with the dono.
Blood
Thank
and
you so
Honey?
much.
Oh, thank
Blood
you,
and Honey.
Dragons. Appreciate you, girl. Thank you, thank
Blood
you.
and Honey.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch it for the memes, bro. I think it's corny, but it's been done, bro. Like I said in my reaction video, they did it with Jack Frost. There's a Pinocchio movie where it's called Pinocchio's Revenge, and it's all right. I've never seen Pinocchio's Revenge, but what starts the curse is the fact that I think the little girl cut the strings off, and when she did that, that made the motherfucker come to life and all possessed, and now just wants to kill people. But it's the
What?
fact, yeah, it's the
Okay.
fact. Spoiler. I'm sorry, spoilers for those that haven't seen it. The Pinocchio and Winnie the Pooh stories just became free for. Yeah, that's all right. That's the reason
Yo,
Winnie
High
the
Tones, what's
Pooh.
going on, brother?
What up, High Tones? That's the reason why this Pinocchio movie is now being made into a horror movie because Pinocchio became a public domain. The only Winnie
That
the Pooh.
that kind of irritates me though, because I wrote no. Okay, so get this. I actually wrote a short horror story when I was in high school called
All right.
Pinocchio, and it wasn't what you would really think it is. It was
All right.
my story was more brutal, and it was about a fucked up doctor that couldn't have children, so he pretty
Okay.
much made one of his own. And yeah, it was gory and brutal and all that shit, and yeah. But I've been waiting for the fucking day that somebody comes out with a movie that's kind of like close to my story, and I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, like, like I thought of this fucking story when I was like 16 or younger, like 15 or 16. I fucking wrote this story, and I'm
Bro,
just like, I know it.
I'm a,
I know it. I know someday when I'm older or some shit, somebody's gonna write a fucking movie or something, and it's gonna be a horror movie about Pinocchio. that's going to be right along the lines or somewhat close to what I wrote.
Yeah. Nah, I think the way Pinocchio's revenge work is like the way it was made. Like I said, I didn't see the movie. This is all assumption. I think that the dad found his Pinocchio like at a yard sale or some antique store or some shit like that. He purchased it and then he just gave it to his daughter, and then the daughter made the mistake and cut the strings. But check this out, bro. The only public domain that's not for public domain that's still copyright is Tigger, for some reason. I don't know why. From the Winnie the Pooh's cast, Tigger is not a public domain. He's still copyright. But you know who else?
If you
What
think
other
about it,
character?
they could still sell that name, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like
that's a
just like the
fact.
image and the name and everything. If you want to be honest about it, like they can still sell that.
Yo, I
Whether it's through
think
merchandise, toys, shows, whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because if you're gonna use the Tigger name, you can't. You know what I mean? If anybody was to ever use it, they get paid. It's money. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I bet you whoever has the properties for that is probably holding on to it with dear life.
I'm sure they are, bro. I wanted to also mention that. Uh, y'all want to know what other character became public domain? I'm gonna give y'all a clue. He lives in a swamp. He's
Shrek?
green.
No
Yes,
way!
I promise you, bro. I
Shrek became a
promise you.
public domain. No
Yes,
way.
and I bet you there's gonna there's gonna be
Oh
a Shrek horror movie,
no! Of
but
course there's gonna be.
it's not gonna be called Shrek though. It's just gonna be called like Ogre or some shit, and I bet you it's gonna be based on fucking
Of course it's
Shrek,
gonna
bro.
be based off of Shrek.
The only movie that had me genuinely
Somebody's
freaked
gonna
out
have
was
some
Blair Witch.
bro. Somebody's gonna
Same
have
here.
some balls if they just come out with a horror Shrek movie and just call it Shrek.
And it's gonna follow the movie where he's gonna squeeze the jelly from your eyes.
Just imagine he actually gets a donkey friend and everything.
All right, so hold on. Roughneck asks. By the way, I was talking about the Halloween movie with Busta Rhymes. Is the one where Jamie Lee says, "I'll do it as long as you kill me off." Not this recent trilogy. Rap, was it with you when we watched that horror movie trailer with Winnie the Pooh and Piglet were killing people? Yeah, I mean, I did a reaction to it, bro, and yeah, bro, I didn't realize that Winnie the Pooh is out here killing motherfuckers with Piglet, bro. Apparently, Eeyore is murdered or dead. They fucking had a rest in peace Eeyore, and I'm just like, that's messed up, bro. Y'all
That's
really
fucked
gave the
up.
Down syndrome donkey like.
Wow, you really just said that.
Nah,
You
I'm
really
playing,
just
bro.
fucking.
That fool was mad drowsy though, man. That would be dope to be
He's
honest.
just
What Shrek?
depressed, bro. He was always mad depressed. He's always sad as shit, though. You know what I mean? He was always like, I don't know. He was always a downer, though. I have to say that.
Yeah. I bet you that's why Piglet and Winnie the Pooh just killed that fool, because they're like, bro, we're depressed as it is. You not helping, shank, 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 you know? Yo, like I said, I'm gonna watch them, bro. I'm gonna watch both Halloween ends and Winnie the Pooh. Just I don't know, bro. Why the fuck not? You know,
I think the
like
Winnie the Pooh one looks cool. To be honest,
I should look crazy,
I'm
bro.
I'm strange though. You know, I actually like it when they do odd things like this.
I'm just like Christopher Robin, bro. I can't believe that fool's in it too. I'm here to see my
Like I
friends.
liked
Winnie the Pooh.
the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like I like the Johnny Depp version just because it like has that
It was a bit
underlying
dark though, wasn't
creep.
it?
It was dark. It was very dark. Like, but it doesn't get dark until like halfway through, and then you
Yeah.
kind of start noticing it, and then towards the end of the movie, it just kind of gets fucked up, and you're like, whoa, like, yeah.
Ah. Yo, hey, Naomi's has a good point because you know how you said he wrote a story about like Pinocchio,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yours was. If you actually read the Brothers Grimm stories, bro, Pinocchio wasn't really like a jolly story, bro. Like Pinocchio goes through
Yeah.
some shit in those stories, bro. Like those stories were dark. Like it was mad. Put it like this, bro. Put it like this. In the original writing,
Hmm.
The whole Pinocchio story ends with, you know how Pinocchio he gets finessed by like a coyote and a cat or whatever the hell those animals are.
Yeah, yeah.
They end up hanging him, bro, from his strings. They jack him, and that's how it
What?
ends. Pinocchio stays hung by his strings, not able to do nothing. But because the story became so popular, people were
Yeah,
telling
that makes
Brothers
sense. That
Grimm
makes
like
sense.
they're
Yeah.
like, no, like we want to know what really happened, so they added to the story, and they decided to give it a somewhat happy ending at the end. But
Mm-hmm.
originally, that thing ends up
Okay,
like
especially since it became a kid's tale. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then Cares Bear should be the nightmare.
Which is kind of
Oh,
strange, like you think about it. Like some of these tales, like, are actually kind of fucked up, and then they just get turned into children's tales. You know, like,
I can't wait, bro. Like, what else are they gonna come out with next? Garfield the murderer? Like, I don't know, bro. But hey, I'm here for it, man. I am here
I'm waiting to
for
see
it,
like a
bro.
Charlie Brown movie.
Oh my
Could you
god,
just imagine like the Peanuts, to like a fucking Peanuts horror movie,
yo, imagine Charlie, bro. He gets his revenge out
like
on
Charlie
Lucy
Brown Killer?
for all them times she like fucking make that fool miss the football. Like he just
Yeah.
had it up to here, and he's like, nah, I'm killing every single one of you. Snoopy's gonna be my Snoopy's gonna help me.
Stewie's gonna be the
Like,
only one
bro.
alive.
Oh, the real Snow White story of Cycles. Heck, all of them. Any story that
Yeah,
was written by
yeah.
the
The
Brothers Grimm, they're
fucking
all crazy, bro.
Yeah, the fucking Snow White story is definitely fucked up.
But
That's one of those ones that's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I
all
remember
right, bro.
watching a lot
Yo,
of those when I was a kid, and just like, once you actually like realize the real story and like the back, like the actual backing behind them when you get older, it's just kind of like, wow, it's kind of eye opening.
speaking about Snow White, you know who's those had like a crazy story to where they didn't have a happy ending? It was the Little Mermaid, bro. I think they like I don't know how it went, bro, but I think they like their feet just ended up like stinging or it felt like a burning sensation ever since she like with Ursula, whatever the fuck that she ended up giving her voice to Ursula just so she could walk. But when she did that, Ursula never told I think her name's Ariel, never told her that when you walk, it's gonna feel like you're walking on nails or some shit like that. I don't know, man. These stories are wild. They're crazy, but like I said, I'm here for them, man. They should just make the actual Brothers Grimm stories just I'm sorry, but fuck them kids, man. Bernie Mac voice.
Wow.
Fuck them kids, man. Like, come on.
And Rap's
We're
message of the day is
nah, but salute to all the kids and stuff. I'm just yo, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. He says that shit in the movie, like, man, fuck them kids.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, these
Fucking
stories were
Bernie
never for
Mac.
kids, bro.
Miss
For
Parker?
us.
Hey, Miss Parker.
All right, but yo, I'm done with my list of topics, bro. I don't know if you got something else you
I
wanna
don't know,
share or
man. I
talk
mean,
about.
I think pretty much for this week, I'm about done. I think we're almost at 2 hours, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. We're
Probably
getting
like
fucking
15
close
minutes.
anyway.
Simba gets captured and made to live miserably in circuses and to a crappy zoo where he kills zoo handlers, gets put. Yo, hey Jedi, retract that and write it down, bro. These ideas are gold, bro. Especially in the day and age we live in right now. The adults are the ones buying passes to Disney and putting their kids on, not the other way around. Ooh,
That's another thing.
she's
What's
speaking
what's your?
facts.
I mean, I guess that's one thing we can kind of talk about for a second. Like, what's your thoughts on like all like these streaming services? Like, what's eventually gonna happen? Because I know for a fact I'm not gonna be having like a million fucking streaming services. Like, I can't afford to fucking pay for PlayStation monthly. Um, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like there's every single thing. Like, there's Hulu, there's PlayStation, there's uh, you know,
Disney
whatever.
Plus,
Like, it's just
Peacock, HBO
everything has a
Max.
streaming service now, and it's getting to the point where it's like even the developers of games are starting to have like these streaming services now. Like EA has their own,
No
and
way.
yeah, and Ubisoft has their own, and Activision's talking about having their own, and so it's like it's gonna become one of those things where I'm just kind of like,
These fools are money
okay,
hungry, bro. Like, come on,
I can't
man.
I can't fucking have a million fucking streaming services. Like, it's just not gonna work. Like, somebody's gonna have to figure something out to where some of these things come together. You know what I mean? Which I think eventually that they will, because I think it's
I
going to get
hope.
to a point where that they're going to realize that it's not going to work with too many out there. You know what I mean? Because I think too many are going to end up flopping.
I mean, some have already flopped due to the fact that they can't compete with the top dogs and stuff. But
Okay,
it's
so
like
let's say
they
this.
still go at it, bro. They still make up these new streaming platform services, whatever, and
Out
it's
of
just crazy,
out of
bro.
most people, like I would say, like if I was to ask most people whether they either have Netflix or Hulu, they're gonna tell me either one or the other. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? It's very rare that you'll actually find someone that says, "Oh, I have both."
I have both.
Okay, what's funny? I was actually just gonna ask you. I was gonna be like, "Hey,
I
Rap,
have both,
do you have
man.
Hulu or do you have Netflix or
I'm
do you
ending
have
my shit
both?"
this month. I'm ending my shit with Hulu this month, man.
Okay, so you
Cause
actually do have both. Okay,
yeah, I
so I
do.
guess
I
you're kind
have
of a bad
Netflix and
example,
Hulu.
but like, I think for the majority of the part, like people don't have both. They either end up choosing one or the other. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for me, it's like I either switch off and on. Like I'll either have Hulu for a little
Oh,
while, and then
Naomi's with the dono.
hey,
Thank you.
Naomi, thank you, girl. I appreciate that.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Koyaso, how you doing? Yo, Ed, and
Hey,
Andy
let's
has a
go.
creepy story. Yeah, they're all dead, bro. I've seen that shit, bro. They're all dead, bro. Their tongue says it all. They're corpses. They're in limbo. But yo, I don't know, bro. Like, all right,
And
what streaming
guys,
services do you
just
have?
remember, don't show me all the love. Remember when Rap Live go, you know.
Oh, I won't go live for a minute, bro. I don't got a controller. I haven't got that shit yet, bro. But I was gonna ask you, what streaming services do you got, bro? Right now,
Right now, I just got Hulu. Oh, I
Hulu.
do have PlayStation Plus, and I just canceled my EA. I actually did have the EA service for
How
quite a
was
while.
that? How was the EA service? Is it worth it?
No, well, actually, considering it's only $5 a month, or actually
Yeah,
less, I would say yes. Especially if you were just gonna get it to like play a few of the games. Like, let's say there's Need for Speed Heat on there, which that's like a $60 game. It's the newest of like the Need for Speed games, and
yeah,
then you could beat that in a week or less, even just by playing it for a few hours a day. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So let's say you get it for a month. That's only $5, you know, and you play it and were able to beat that game. So personally, for me, I would say yes. That's definitely worth it. Now, for somebody in the long haul, I would say no, and that's honestly is the reason why I canceled it, is because everything that's on there I've either already played, beaten, or have no interest in playing.
Mm,
So, you know, it kind of got to that point where I was like, why am I even going to keep paying for this when like it had a couple other things too, like you get like percentage off like things in the Apex shop and stuff like that too, but I wasn't buying enough things on Apex to really justify having the discount
yeah,
and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I guess it's kind of worth it, especially if you play some of their games like Apex and stuff like that. Then yeah, but
Thank you, Deflex.
yo, Flex, appreciate you,
You,
brother. Thank you,
you
man.
as well, brother. You as well.
Thank you, thank you. Big shout out to the 9 that are still in the chat. I greatly do appreciate you guys. Thank you for keeping us nice and lit. We are going to wrap it up soon.
Yeah,
Just kind of
but
finishing up here. But yeah,
just yeah, all right. But salutes to everybody that has like Hulu, Netflix. I know people like for me, like when I'm on Netflix, bro, I find myself trying to catch movies. On Hulu, it was more like shows. You get me? So that's
yeah.
how I like kind of make it different with the two platforms. But it's like
I've
I find
always,
myself going more the Netflix, if anything, though. You know?
which is kind of strange. Like I've always, not that I don't love movies. I've always been more of a TV show, like
Yeah.
of like a TV show watcher, I guess you could say. Um, I do love my movies and my films and stuff like that, but I don't know, movies put me to sleep, man, and that's like half the reason why I watch TV in like the first place. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day, and like, so why don't you watch this show? It's really cool, and I'm just like, the main problem with me and TV is like I just don't I just don't watch too much TV at all to begin with. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't want to get into these shows and stuff like that, but some of these shows are huge, and they got like 4, 5, 6 seasons, or like somebody's trying to get me to watch this certain show, and I'm just like, I don't have time for all this. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I play video games. I make content. I do other stuff, and when I watch TV, like 9 times out of 10, I'm usually going to bed. You know what I mean? That's usually when I watch some TV.
All right.
You know,
I only got Hulu because it's free with Sprint,
I
but I
just
got
find
Netflix
it.
and Disney. I got Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus for my daughters. Yeah, you see, and it's always Hulu and Netflix to me being the top dogs. I always hear either Hulu, Netflix, all the others like extras, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, it kind of depends though. Like I've had HBO Max. I thought that HBO was pretty good.
Bro, I only
Same.
got HBO Max just so I could watch the King Kong versus Godzilla movie, and that's it. That's the only reason me and Kami got that shit was just to watch that. Other than that, we're like, all right,
Yeah.
we're cool. Bloop, cancel.
I watched the King Kong versus Godzilla on that. I also watched Mortal Kombat on HBO. I watched something else on there too. And Paramount Plus has been pretty cool as well. They have all like the
Mm.
new South Parks
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I fucks
Um,
with Star Power.
I watched the Sonic 2 on there. I'm a Sonic fan. Oh, that was one thing I actually really wanted to talk about too. Sorry to
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
keep to bringing up the more shit,
Movie
but
topic.
um, have you seen the trailer for the Frontiers game,
No.
for that new Sonic game?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I think I have. I think I have.
Like
I think I have.
it looks awesome, bro. And they actually just released another new trailer for it just the other day, and shows a lot more of like the gameplay and more levels and worlds and stuff like that. It's looking really cool, bro. Like
I might actually check it out, bro.
I'm a Sonic fan, like big time. I love Sonic. I always have ever
Hey,
since I was a kid.
I was a
Um,
Sega. I was Sega gang back then. You feel me?
yeah, like I love Sonic so much. Like as much as like Mario was cool and all that, Sonic to me was always like 1,000 times cooler. You know what I mean? He was
Oh
fast. He was electric. I don't know. He just appealed to me. You know, he wasn't this
yeah.
chubby short guy with a mustache that was a plumber.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. Sonic was just way cooler.
Don't be making fun of the plumber, bro. He just out there. He's piping things,
Okay,
bro.
Mario is cool. Mario is cool. All right, we
He's
all
out there
love
piping
Mario. I
things,
still
bro.
love Mario. But I always thought that Sonic was way cooler. But the problem with Sonic is that Sonic hasn't had a good game since Sonic and Knuckles.
Damn.
At
All
least,
right.
at least, like according to
What up,
me,
low
like
key?
the last Sonic game that I actually played, and this is no shit, it was Sonic 06.
Damn. That was not really a good Sonic, was
That
it?
was a terrible fucking Sonic game. It was a
Wasn't that the Sonic where they were like combining humans? Isn't that the Sonic where
yeah.
Sonic makes out with a
That's
human
the
chick?
Sonic. That's the Sonic that AVGN shit all over.
That
Yeah,
shit's
bro.
wild, bro. Like, didn't
Yo,
Shadow
low
have
key,
like
what's
a
going on,
fucking?
brother?
He had like an AR or something. He had a gun, bro. Shadow the Hedgehog had a gun, homie. This fool.
Yeah. It literally looked like they were trying to mix Sonic the Hedgehog and Final Fantasy. Like I swear to God, it's crazy. It's something else. No, I did not finish that game, um,
Good.
but I did have it. I
Yo,
heard that.
GameCube is fire.
So like I
I
heard
love the
that
GameCube.
Forces wasn't like too terrible. Same thing
It
with
was alright. I think I
Sonic
played it. It was
Colors.
alright.
I
Yeah.
heard that they weren't that bad, but I still heard that they weren't like anything too special or anything to really like, you know. This one looks really fucking cool though, and I'm really excited for it. Which I think Sonic, for the last little while, I think they have needed to do one of either two things. They either need to come out with a banger fucking open world, more realistic Sonic game that kind of brings them a little bit more, you know what I mean, to life, or they need to come out with an actual banger, full length, 2D side scrolling new Sonic game, you know,
Do,
but
do you think they'll
actually
make the
make it
Sonic the
like,
movie the game?
but actually make it like good, like HD 2D, like they do these, like these, I don't know if you ever heard of like Octopath Traveler or like on the Switch. They're
Nah,
these
bro.
like they're like done in the style of like Super Nintendo RPGs, but they look amazing. Like they're like HD. You know what I mean? They got this special effects and like snow and like I don't know. When they got like the weather effects and stuff like that, it just looks really cool. If they were to do something like that with Sonic, I think that would be fucking awesome. So I don't
We'll
know.
see, bro.
I hope that they fucking kill it though, because like to me, I feel like Sonic's had a fucking rough run
Yeah,
since like the '90s, which kind of fucking sucks because I fucking love
yeah.
Sonic.
I do too, man. Sonic is fire, bro. I hope if I get a feeling, or not really, because I think they would have done it. But do you think they would have made like a, or they would make a fucking Sonic the movie, the game thing?
It's just too much of a fucking mouthful, bro. But I totally get what you're saying, but that's just too much of a yeah.
Yo, if Jim Carrey's on that
I think
shit,
they're going
hey,
down
I'm
the
with it.
right. I think they're going down the right path with this one. I think Frontiers is gonna be really fucking good, just from what I've seen so far. I really fucking hope.
I'm actually
Because if
check out
it
the
flops,
trailer.
then I'm just gonna be sad.
Hope not, man. Knock on wood. Pause. Let's hope that is good, man.
But like the movies are good. Like he's starting to
I
make
need
a
to watch
comeback.
them. I haven't seen them, bro. I have not seen the
Really,
first nor the second. I'm gonna watch them with my kids. So when I get them,
dude, they're
not
actually
this weekend,
really
next
good.
weekend though, I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah, they're actually really good films.
All right. But you think that wraps it up, bro?
Yeah, man, I think that's about it for this week. Next week, guys, we will have Philly Boy on the podcast for sure. So
Yes,
we're gonna have
sir.
that all worked out. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you everybody for coming through. I greatly do appreciate it. I know
Hey,
my brother does as well.
hey, kisses to the queens, salutes to the kings. We appreciate the donos. Yes, we're gonna do this every Friday
Fuck
between,
me.
we're gonna start either between 10 or 11. Hope to see everybody come through once again. If you're not subscribed to the Real Ghost, the people that came through that, when I shared you out, yo, subscribe, man. This is my brother right here. Does
Hey, I
awesome
greatly
Call
do
of Duty
appreciate it, man.
content. We gonna be doing this shit weekly, and yo, we love every single one of y'all. All right. I hope you're having a great Friday. Staying cool if your climate is hot, and staying warm if your climate is cold.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. I think I'm going to. I might stream some Rebirth in a little bit because I heard that Rebirth is back today. So if
All
anybody
right.
wants to come through and chill with me on that, that'd be cool.
Yes, sir. All right, but y'all
But
take
yeah,
care out there. All right. Stay safe. Stay blessed.
take care, everyone. Thank you for coming through. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.